So do you want to play a little bit more like this?
I've got to try your level 6 on it, so at some point I was using it.
Oh my god, I'm on so many kills. No! Yes! Oh my god! Oh my... In this strategy guide, I'm helping you specifically learn how to take on multiple opponents and come out on top more frequently. Now, there isn't going to be some magical tip where you can completely transform your gameplay overnight. Yet there are some fundamental points I'm thinking about when playing the game that allow me, like in this lobby for example, to go 70 kills and 18 deaths. Before we get into it, if you do find this helpful though, be sure to subscribe. We do everything Battlefield on this channel, so if you're a Battlefield fan, this is the place for you. So, what you first need to understand when trying to take on multiple enemies is that your chances to take down more than 2, 3, 4 opponents is greatly diminished to almost impossible to achieve when they're directly looking at you. The odds are not in your favour even if you have fantastic aim, because at the end of the day, they're just going to be putting a larger amount of damage down as a 2 or a 3 than you can on your lonesome. You need to be hunting for what I like to call easy kills, and we can discuss how to come across these at higher frequency later on in this video. However, easy kills are those kills, unsurprisingly, where they take very minimal effort to achieve in terms of the damage taken to yourself, the ammo used in that kill, and the time taken to achieve the kill. Easy kills are often misconstrued when people post high kill clips, with people in the comments section often coming out with statements such as, "You're fighting against bots, your opponents are noobs, they're all blind," which is stuff I've heard before. However, what these people fail to take into account is the lead up to the situation that allows these players that get these high kill clips to capitalize on these easy kills. So let's start by breaking down the whole clip I showed you in part at the beginning of the video and take out the things you need to be thinking about when you are in your own gameplay. So right off the bat, I'm putting myself in a position to catch the opponent off guard and get these easy kills. If you look at the map of Arras on this section of Breakthrough, the attacking team comes from across the field or from the church primarily. This is of course then where you're going to be facing most resistance, with most of the enemies putting their weapons in that direction. And as I said at the start, even if you have great aim, if multiple enemies know your exact position, it's a lost cause the majority of the time. So I'm putting myself in a strong position coming from an angle I know less opponents will be expecting. So as I push up, I know I'm approaching an area of open space where I'm at my most vulnerable. The last thing I want to be doing is staying on the road. So I pop smoke to get across with some cover. Bear in mind here is what you'll notice that even though the enemy spawn is to my right, and I can also see there's a tank to my right and people are dying all around me, I don't even take the time to look right as I know I'm vulnerable in the road, and staying in the road I am just a sitting duck. Even if I were to see someone on the road, the likelihood of me winning that gunfight / those gunfights without cover is minimal, and even if I did, I'll probably lose a lot of health doing it, spend a fair amount of ammo and a lot of time doing it. For example, this chap who was shooting me in the back, I chose to completely ignore as it was a hard kill to achieve due to him firing first, clearly knowing my exact location, but I did not know his, so it's not an easy kill. So as I get across the road into cover, into the building, we get our first 2 easy kills. You can visibly see how these guys are running around, they're not really expecting someone to be pushing up across the road past their tank and infantry players. This was a far better use of my time than turning to fight early, as 1, I lose no health in these engagements, they're not expecting it, 2, I now have cover to work with, and 3, it's on the objective, so the kills are far more beneficial to the team effort. So this is when things really start to snowball for easy kills. The next 4 opponents have no idea I'm this far up towards their spawn, once again allowing me to get kills with minimal effort required, losing absolutely no health. So I don't manage to finish this opponent, however now I'm in the predicament he knows exactly where I am, or at least where I last shot him from. So instead of making this an easy kill for him, I'm immediately switching my positioning to an angle I think he is less likely to expect, which of course in this case he doesn't, making another easy kill with no health lost. Now the key point to take away here is putting yourself in the opponent's shoes and figuring out where the most likely next move is and then countering that yourself. Now of course you won't always make the right judgment call here. However, in this scenario I think it's quite logical to think that the enemy will be checking where he last got shot from before he checks any other angle. So coming from any other angle apart from where you shot him from last is the right move to make. Now this is where it gets a bit intense. This guy just creeps up on me and thus does take a large amount of health off me before I win the engagement. So I want to take this time now to regenerate some health, but then immediately start getting shot from their spawn. And this goes back to the point of an easy kill. Whoever is shooting me knows my location. He already has me on low health, and I only have a rough idea at best where they are. So I want to get out of that situation ASAP and I go for the retreat. Now fortunately this leads me to an opportunity to kill 2 other people who have just assumed that I'd still be fighting their teammate that was shooting me, which then allows me to come up behind them and secure another 3 easy kills. So it's about knowing what kills are easy and what are hard kills, and this will take some practice to accurately determine. However, a rule of thumb, harder kills are generally those that will take a longer period of time to achieve, take a potential large amount of health off, and those will take a large amount of ammo as well. So generally fights at those very longer ranges, these are the ones that are going to be taking time, going to be taking more ammo, and taking a long period of achieve. Now obviously if you're a sniper, this is a slight exception to the rule. And maybe some guns and assault, but if you're playing medic or an aggressive assault player, generally these are the rules you want to be sticking to. If you try and think about these things more frequently, then you can put yourself in situations where easy kills are more common. So let's take a look at another moment from later on in the same game and see if you can pick up on any of the things I'm doing in this clip to hunt for these easy kills.
Yeah, that's fair. I want to win this game. I want to win this game. I don't want to try to get used to a new gun.
Yeah, I quite like to win this game right now. It'd be a fun one to win. Oh, there's so many on A though now. This is crazy. So right off the bat, you should be able to see that I've got a number of different options. I can move straight into the center of A, which this teammate to the right of me is doing. And this is what a lot of people will do. It's the quickest route to get on the objective. And fair play to them, at least they're playing the objective. But sometimes it is better to take the slightly longer route round to go for those easy kills, because in the long run, it's going to help your team. So what I'm thinking here is, right, going into the middle of A means I'm very exposed from a number of different angles, and it's very, very, very open. So every kill is going to be a struggle. There's no room for maneuverability. The line of sights are all quite long. So instead of going straight into A, I take a detour to the right. So this detour to the right gives me cover behind the house. And also, I'm expecting opponents to be in this house looking towards the center of A to be killing my team, so they might not be expecting a push behind them. And sure enough, they're looking towards the center of A. So I managed to pick up 4 easy kills, or relatively easy kills, losing very minimal health until the last opponent. Another general rule of thumb here is it's far better to be playing on the objective but on the edge of an objective, because you're just limiting the amount of angles you know the enemy are coming from. If you go to the center there, as you can look on this map, it's basically a 360-degree death box. Whereas if you go into the house, you have a general idea where their spawn is, and they're going to be in front of you. If you are interested in a little bit more Battlefield content, on the left I put together an interesting theory pointing to Battlefield 6 being set in Vietnam. On the right is another interesting video series I'm doing where I compare the Tiger tank in World War II to the Tiger tank in Battlefield 5, and I'm going to do this continually as part of a long-term video series comparing different vehicles for historical accuracy in Battlefield 5. Anyway, if you did enjoy, be sure to subscribe. It really does help out a small YouTube channel like myself. Hope you enjoyed. Have a great day, everybody, and peace out.